Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is James Perry, the Executive Dean for the Verde Valley Campus in the Sedona Center. I have the honor of welcoming you to the 48th Annual Commencement of Yavapai College. The Star-Spangled Banner will be sung tonight by Wesley Traver. Please rise and join us for the singing of our national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the cat-red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Students and guests, please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce the members of the Platform Party who provide leadership and support for Yavapai College. Dr. Penny Wills, President of Yavapai College. Yavapai College District Governing Board members, Dr. Connie Harris and Ms. Deb McCaslin. Dr. Ron Liss, Vice President for Instruction and Student Development. Dr. Matt Piercy, President of the Faculty Association and Senate. Ms. Nicole Carabin, our student speaker tonight. Mr. Rodney Jenkins, Vice President for Community Relations. And Dr. Clint Ewell, Vice President for Finance and Administrative Services. And now, will the faculty please stand so that the graduates can acknowledge you one last time. Thank you, faculty. Today marks a beginning for our students as they make the transition to the next phase of their lives and their careers. They have achieved their goal, but they were not alone. They had you, friends, families, and classmates to support and encourage them. So tonight we honor you, you who have played a very meaningful role in the lives of these graduates. At this time, I would like to ask all parents of our graduating students to stand and receive your well-deserved recognition. All parents. I would also like to recognize the spouses and children of today's graduates. Do we have some of those? And great-grandparents, family members in the audience tonight, please stand. Congratulations to all of you. The Yavapai College faculty have guided these graduates through their academic coursework and prepared them well. I am now pleased to introduce the President of the Faculty Association and Senate, Dr. Matt Piercy, who will address the graduates on behalf of faculty. Dr. Piercy is a science professor who has taught here at Yavapai College for 11 years. He received his Bachelor of Science in Molecular Biology and Biochemistry from the University of Idaho in 1998, and his PhD in Molecular and Cellular Biology from the Center for Infectious Disease and Vaccinology at Arizona State University in 2006. Currently serving as the president of the Faculty Senate, Dr. Piercy also serves as a reviewer for the Higher Learning Commission, a regional college accreditor. Outside of his teaching, he's an avid rock climber and works as a Grand Canyon river guide during the summer. So you know where he'll be in a couple of weeks, right? A native of Idaho, he loves the Southwest and plans to spend the rest of his life in Arizona, where it is never cold. Dr. Matt Piercy.
There is no place like the place we live. I'm firmly convinced of that. So, fellow students, thank you for allowing me to say a few words this evening. What I think we should do is take a couple moments to reflect on what you've accomplished, and then let's talk about the future. What you've accomplished here at Yavapai College is going to reverberate through your family's life and our community. According to the Census Bureau, college graduates earn $1 million over a lifetime more than people who don't graduate from college. College-educated adults smoke less, exercise more, and are more likely to breastfeed. That's incredibly important from an infectious disease point of view, by the way. In addition, college-educated people are more likely to engage in volunteer work, to vote, and are more likely to donate to charity. Children of adults with higher levels of education have higher cognitive skills and engage in more educational activities than other children. So it's no exaggeration to say that you've changed the trajectory of your life, your family's future, and you've made our community a better place. So, congratulations and thank you. I feel like the best way to talk about the future is to put it in the context of the past. When the 20th century began, 86% of the Earth's 1.6 billion people lived on farms working by the light of the sun. When the century ended, half of the Earth's 6 billion people populated cities and lived lives that their predecessors could never have imagined. In the ensuing century, people split the atom, learned how to fly across the ocean in mere hours, eradicated a disease that had long been the scourge of the entire world, smallpox, by the way, and developed the first smartphone. When the tractor replaced most farm laborers, many of these farmers found lives working in the new industrial economy. Their descendants found that these factory jobs were supplanted by machines, and many chose to educate themselves in order to find positions in the corporate world. Change has been constant throughout history. There have been cycles of disruption where technology advances to the point where machines can perform some jobs better than their human counterparts. The displaced workers have then been forced to learn new skills that enable them to perform tasks that humans cannot. This cycle continues today, only the pace of automation and disruption is faster. Machines have long manufactured our cars, and now they're beginning to drive them. I can talk to my phone in English, and it talks back to me, or anyone else in any number of languages. It is estimated that within 10 years, 1/2 of all finance employees will be replaced by software. A recent study by Oxford University found that half of US jobs are at risk of automation within the next 20 years. I think I know what you're thinking now. You're thinking, who invited this depressing person to speak, right? The thing is, though, I think that this future is going to be filled with opportunity for all of us. Studies have shown that over the past 150 years, advances in technology have created more jobs overall than they have rendered obsolete. They're just different. I feel like accelerated change is going to be the defining element of our time. The challenges that arise could also be our biggest opportunities. The best tool that we have to take advantage of these opportunities, I feel, is education. It's estimated that 65% of the children in school right now will all be working in jobs that don't currently exist. The question is, how do you prepare yourself to be successful when the job that you will have in the future doesn't even exist yet? I believe the answer to that question is education. We all need a combination of training and education to be able to successfully adapt to the future. Training will enable us to perform the tasks of our current job with proficiency. Education will equip us with the skills that we need to adapt to a very rapidly changing future. So what are those skills? One of the significant aims of education is to produce people who understand that ideas are important, useful, beautiful, powerful. Another is to create learners who have the ability to think analytically and critically, to use what they know to enhance their own lives, but also to contribute to their community. Another aim is to be able to constructively engage difference and be able to see situations through different, even conflicting cultural lenses. The work of the future is in teams, and those teams may be composed of people entirely unlike us. Another valuable skill will be the ability to think critically. To me, that means having the ability to reason well, and importantly, to have the disposition to do so. Aristotle said that it is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. That was true 2,300 years ago, and it's true today. Sometimes during the educational process, you learn something, hopefully frequently. And sometimes you unlearn something that you may have believed to be true for a long time. I believe that education is a process that gives us all of those skills, and that those skills will serve you well. I hope that the curriculum that we provided for you here at Yavapai College has both trained and educated you well. I believe the skills that you've acquired here make the future an exciting and hopeful one. I imagine that many people here have found their purpose. That's one thing I absolutely love about college. You get to come and you get to learn about whatever you want to. And when you're done with that, then you get to get paid for it. How lucky is that? If you haven't found your purpose yet, keep looking for it and don't settle. You'll find it. So in conclusion, I'm going to leave you with my favorite quote. And the quote is this: whatever you can do or dream you can do, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. I love that quote. It doesn't matter if you want to climb a mountain, row a boat, start a business, or get a more advanced degree. It doesn't matter if you don't think that you can actually do it. The only thing that matters is that you start down the path. If you have the audacity to begin something, I think that with commitment and a lot of hard work, each one of you will find that you've got exactly what it takes to achieve it. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Piercy. Since this ceremony celebrates student achievement, we are now honored to hear from our student speaker. Ms. Nicole Carabin is graduating from Yavapai College with an Associates of Arts degree. She is transferring to Northern Arizona University for special and elementary education degrees, and intends to use her knowledge and experience to enrich the lives of children and families within her community. She enjoys spending time with her family, hiking, camping. She will stay in the Verde Valley after receiving her degrees from NAU. Nicole Carabin.
I just have to say that the math final doesn't even compare to this. Okay, so. Good evening, faculty, staff, board members, and fellow students. Congratulations, class of I want to extend a special thank you to all the families who have supported their student in the journey and will see it through to the end. Thank you for pulling up their slack and showing them the love that they needed to get through this journey. I wouldn't be standing here without the Learning Center staff and tutors, my mom for teaching me work ethic and putting up with my teenage years, my husband for pulling up my slack, my son, my muse, who without him, I would not be as great of a mom and teacher as I am. He has shown me the world through another's eyes with all the black and white literalness that comes from his beautiful mind. What an adventure this has been. My name is Nicole Carabin, and I am very glad to spend this special occasion with you tonight. Tonight is the end of a community college careers. My ending is vastly different than my beginning. My beginning was filled with fear and anxiety because it had been many years since I attended formal education. I am a first-generation college graduate with no college enrollment experience. I was afraid of not keeping up with a rigorous schedule, retaining the information, and regurgitating it for a test. Deep down, I knew this was my path and my calling. I knew I was to go to college, earn a degree, and serve to strengthen families. My fear and anxiety kicked in because of self-defeating talk, because I am entering a workforce as a new teacher at the time most are retiring. I knew I was going to need some amazing and serious help, and thankfully Yavapai College was there to offer that. I became involved in Student Support Services TRIO program because I knew I was going to need tutoring in math, mentoring to keep my time management in check, and counseling to keep my courses in my degree path for a smooth transfer. My advisor, Linda, has been an integral piece to my success as a college student and my success as a student leader. She has kept me on track and inspired me to push on. My calling has been affirmed every late night, early morning, assignment after assignment, and step by step. Every student has a story they have brought with them to college, and that is a small portion of mine. Most of our stories have vastly different beginnings than the ending. The endings are richer, fuller, and confident, and ready to take on the world. Some of those stories I have witnessed begin with young freshmen, senior students, new citizens, single mothers, and illnesses. However, all the stories are continuing to grow and change as these students become nurses, teachers, firefighters, and among others. Many are not ready at the beginning for something perceived as too difficult or time-consuming or costly. Fear is what keeps people from doing hard things that are truly fun and rewarding. Fear can be consuming and powerful. Neil Donald Walsh said, "Fear is false evidence appearing real." False evidence is the critical self-talk we all know. Words of rejection, thoughts of failure and despair, and sometimes feeling too old for this adventure. Yet, we all know when we put our heads down and use the tools at our fingertips, push past the anxiety, and work hard, the result is as warm as the Arizona sunshine. Graduates, we are embarking on a new chapter of our lives. Acknowledge what you have done and what you have sacrificed and what you have overcome, so you can design and achieve a brighter future. False evidence doesn't pass muster and has no place in success. You can overcome anything when you understand the true definition of it. In the words of the infamous Mr. Bean, success means being successful. I don't know what that is. Define success in your own words. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful. Please, another round.
Thank you, Nicole. We will now enjoy the song Awaken the Music, performed by the Men's Ensemble.
Wherever you've come from, wherever you've been, a new day is dawning. Just take it all in. What you have longed for is reaching to you. All you have dreamed of is yours, yes, it's true. Take hold of your gift. Find courage to try. Follow the path that you see. A heart full of wonder beckons to dream. It's time to set yourself free. Awaken the music. Now is your moment to sing. Awaken the music. See what your new song will bring. Step forward, determined into this new day. You've already come so far. Awaken the music. Go tell the world who you are. How beautiful life can be. Life can be with all of its possibilities. Make it all happen with all you know. Only you can make it so. Make it so. All you have longed for, what you have longed for, is reaching to you. All you have dreamed of is yours, yes, it's true. Take hold of your gift, find courage to try. Follow the path that you see. Your heart full of wonder beckons to dream. It's time to set yourself free. Awaken the music. Now is your moment to sing. Awaken the music. See what your new song will bring. Step forward, determined into this new day. You've already come so far. Awaken the music. Awaken the music. Awaken the music. Go tell the world. Go tell the world who you are. Who you are. Who you are.
It is my distinct pleasure to present these men and women who are graduating this evening. I ask the president of Yavapai College, Dr. Penny Wills, and Dr. Connie Harris, District Board Governing Member, to please join me at the podium. Each of the graduates will be crossing the stage from the audience's left to right according to the degree they are receiving. Announcing the graduates' names will be Ms. Tanya Sheldall, Associate Vice President and Dean of Student Development. Will the degree and certificate candidates please stand? Dr. Wills and Dr. Harris, I present to you the Yavapai College class of 2018.
By By virtue of the power and authority vested in me by the Constitution and laws of the state of Arizona, I now confer upon you the degree or certificate for which you have qualified with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining. Students, please be seated and please come forward as your names are read.
The first graduate with the Associate of Arts is Nicole M. Carabin. Michaela J. West. Joshua A. Klein. Lawrence R. Jackson, Jr. Emily M. Cortez. Viola M. Logston. Noemi J. Russell. Heather L. Farr. Gabriela A. Godinho. Maria G. Salazar Varela. Kyle J. Maloney. Marco A. Colchado. Ian B. Alekchevitz. Rachel L. Stevens. Philip J. Geeson. Yesenia E. Gonzalez. Felicia M. Leak. And our last graduate with the Associate of Arts is Yvette Landavaso. Our first graduate with the Associate of General Studies degree is Ashley A. Kelly. Sarah L. Lash. And the last student with the Associate of General Studies is Patrick J. Bonfig. Our first student with the graduating with try that again. The first student with the graduating with the Associate of Applied Science is Melissa A. Lawson. Edward Loesch. Jennifer N. Libby. Shay L. Collier. Lillian Wade. Carol A. Williams. Iris C. Romero Molina. Kelly D. Marie Sohm. Candace M. Herrera. Rachel C. Morgan. Sabrina L. Conway. Tiffany S. Ohm. Tracy S. Dawson. Heather D. Staten. Amanda K. Islis. Lila R. Murphy. Brian P. Carley. Andrew D. Smithson. AJ T. Purrington. Thomas P. Messier. Lori L. Smith. Drew E. Cannon. And our last graduate with the Associate of Applied Science is Emily A. Upham. And our first student graduating with a certificate is Carl F. Muirhead. Axel B. Guadarrama. Fanny Zapata. Jordan L. Hudspeth. Justin L. Link. Taylor M. Irvin. Miranda T. Johnson. Emma E. Williams. Verdiana M. Trinidad. Angela R. Allen. Liza C. Westervelt. Catherine E. Parker. Justice E. Alvarez. Corinne Caldera. Molly C. Satterley. Esmeralda Pina Gonzalez. Stephanie Salas. Haley R. Shepard. Cameron O. Puzel. Jamie L. Goodman. Andrea Pascual Garcia. Valeria Y. Ortiz. Jennifer Palazzo. Mariah J. Muncy. Angela D. Truitt. Selena Johnson. Kimberly A. Bruce. Alexis R. Beneventi. Sierra R. Greeley. Bridget A. Beltran Perez. Chelsea B. Clark. Caitlin R. Maloney. Tiana A. Alvarado. Elizabeth J. Gregg. Tara Ann Reynolds. Sarah R. Boykin. Diana L. Estudillo. Windsor Healy. Maximilian Knaus. Kelton G. Reynolds. Alan C. Ruvalcaba. Bernice Landaverde Morales. Pedro M. Madrid. Kelly Z. Diaz. Dylan M. Kubrak. Eric Somano. Brandon E. DeLong. Mason A. Dewey. Yona N. Wanone. Christopher Williams. Alexia E. Miller. Laura P. Matthews. Trevor J. Langdon. Gavin S. Martinez. Yvonne Martinez. Michael C. Thurman. Thomas C. Watson. Kevin I. Diaz. Mackie Rad. Sal Salas. Quentin A. Rogers. Marshall D. Vachon. Matthew Romy. Suzanne M. Kellerhalls Reed. Leo Martinez. Alexis Salas. Kenneth Souter. Connor M. Maturk. Alexander M. Rodriguez. And our last graduate tonight is Carol Ann Chambers.
Whew. Wow. Wow. Saved the best to last, as I understand. I think it's Senior Diva. Oh. There are so many things to be thankful for, and so many things that we have in common, graduates. So many things. I love Nikki's comments about fear. You know what? Many of you are probably a little fearful. By the perspiration on your hands, I think some of you are fearful coming across. Some of you have perfected the art of walking in very high heels that I never mastered. But wow, I'm so proud of you. Tying also to something that Nikki talked about, first-generation college students. We have that in common too. I'm the first one in my family to go on to college. How many of you are the first ones in your family to go on to college? Please stand. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Sometimes in our society, it seems like the value of education is being questioned, and that was just proof right there that is very, very valuable. Each year, what I do, with the help of my staff, is to send a note to you, to the graduates, and say, hey, tell me who touched your lives, who really made a difference. We had an overwhelming response this year. And what I do, well, Barb does this in the office. She takes all of this and makes it anonymous because the faculty are still grading. We can't tell them who said these things. But they get a letter during a time when it is very stressful because they are overworked, grading your grades, and are tired. They want you to succeed, but sometimes just that little bit of encouragement really helps them just enjoy things. So I just want to read just a few. So people in the audience, you can understand what the faculty and the staff mean to these students. One person here at the Verde said, now a math teacher may seem like an odd choice to some, but to me, he made a huge difference in my education experience. His dry sense of humor and manner of explaining things made the fear of math disappear. And I actually learned something. That was heartening. I didn't have as many math headaches. It was wonderful. So thank you. Another person said, when I decided to go back to school after almost 13 years to finish my AA, I didn't know what to expect. But by utilizing the resources that YC offers, such as advising and also the Student Resource Center, I was able to navigate my educational path effectively. And this one just also really touched my heart because it gives me hope for the future. And I've learned so much from you students about that hope. It said, more than anything, her persistence and sincere concern for myself and my education conveys to me that not only are there beautiful people in this world, we need to be reminded of that, who want the best for me, but that I can be one of those people and make a difference in not just the world around me, but in another person's day, and more significantly, their life. That's what Yavapai is all about. So I'm so proud of you. So very proud. As I said, we have a lot in common, graduates. First generation, fear, starting a whole new chapter, as Dr. Piercy said, a whole new chapter in your life. I too am starting a new chapter. Sent you an email that yes, this will be my last graduation here at Verde, and I love you dearly. I respect you highly. But there's one thing that I'm a little disappointed in, and that is I thought we taught you a little bit better than that. Because, doggone it, if you're going to be our colleagues, you got to get the tassel on the right side. So let's switch those things. Come on, group. Come on. Oh, good. They can still learn. Get that in the slower group. Please stand and recognize the graduating class of 2018. As we continue this celebration, we will have refreshments in the room right behind here, and I would ask everyone, except the graduates, and then followed by the faculty, to stay seated out of respect for the newest people to have college degrees. So congratulations again.